Okay, I need to tell you something. I don't know कितना embarrassing होने वाला है, but you have to hear this. But before I get into that, hi, I'm Ishita and welcome to my channel. I have been making videos about personal grooming, styling and fashion on my channel for the last 6 years. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. I am here trying to grow my community and reach so many of you guys to make you hotter, sexier and better versions of yourself. So hit that subscribe button, it'll mean a lot to me. Now let's get to embarrassing myself. Okay, so a few years ago, I think 4 या 5 साल पहले, I had gone for this creator event which was happening in Delhi and I was wearing this really pretty dress, okay? I was just feeling myself in it and then I entered the event, 10-15 minutes बाद another creator entered and she was wearing the same exact dress. Now, I'm not saying one was looking better than the other, we both were looking great, but हमारा personal style कहाँ था? 2 creators wearing the same damn dress in a creator event was very embarrassing for me. Now, I don't know how she felt, but I felt very embarrassed. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is, in what I understood from this incident, is that being on trend is not the same thing as being stylish or having a personal style. And the reason so many women end up looking the same, मतलब आप Instagram निकाल लो, 2 मिनट के लिए scroll करो, 80% of the people on it are wearing either the same sneakers, the same bag, the same quad set, and this is happening because we are solving for the wrong problem. We are asking what's in right now. We are not asking what's the best for us. And here are 5 habits that actually fixed it for me. So I'm not going to gatekeep. Stay tuned and watch till the end because the 5th one literally changed my life. सबसे पहले, you need to figure out your body proportions. I don't mean your body type. Like, I don't mean whether you're an apple shape, pear shaped, hourglass. I mean actual geometry. Whether your torso is long, it's short, how wide are your shoulders, how wide is your hip, because that is different for everyone. And I don't know किसने ये start किया है that all the women who have a certain body type get clubbed under one category, say apple shaped, and that is not meant for every individual because we all have different proportions. Here's a simple way to think about it. Our eyes actually look at an outfit or a person the same way we look at a painting, and this is actually a visual psychology thing. Don't need to get into details of it, but I'm trying to say that our brain actually tries to find balance and proportion in anything visual. So if you're wearing an outfit that is not suitable for your body, it will look off, it will look odd, and that's what you call not put together. For the longest time, I used to wear mid-rise jeans a lot. I have a shorter torso, but when I started wearing high-waisted bottoms, my way of putting together outfits, the way I looked completely changed because the shorter torso and the high-waisted bottoms kind of elongated my legs, so they both played really well together. So you need to figure out what your proportions are. For example, if you have a shorter torso, you should go for high-waisted bottoms. If you have a longer torso, then wearing cropped silhouettes will help you balance that out. If you have fuller hips, then you can try A-line or even wider leg trousers. See, the goal isn't to fix anything, it's just to figure out what suits your body proportion so that you don't end up picking out something that you see on someone else because it may look good on her, but on you, it may not be the right fit. And number 2, stop buying things that are only in front of you and that are easily accessible. Now, I'm not saying popular brands are bad. I have picked up brands that are trendy, but that's not the only thing that I'm wearing, and that's where the problem lies. If that is the only thing that you're wearing, you are basically copy pasting, and that's what we don't want. Here's a little hack that I use. I wait for sales seasons, just like the Myntra end of season sales where you can get up to 60 to 90% off, and I can find brands that are not easily available or not everyone knows about, like smaller, cooler brands at less prices because of the crazy discounts. So it is a low risk because I'm not paying full price for them, and it's high reward because if they turn out to be extremely great and they look so good on me, I have cool brands that I wear clothes from that now nobody else knows about. And that's where the fun lies. I mean, if someone asks you where you got that from, and you probably say the same brand that everyone's wearing from, whatever. But if someone asks you where you got that from and you tell them a cool small brand that they haven't heard of, that's when they're going to start thinking you are stylish and you probably know all the cool places to shop from. There's actually something in psychology called social proof, which means that when we don't know what to do, we start looking at what others are doing around us, and that completely kills personal style. So if you're confused about what we want to wear, we'll just wear what the others are wearing or the cool girls are wearing. But the cool girls know how to style themselves. You just copying their style is not going to make you cool. Which also brings me to the third point, high-low mixing, and this is my favorite one. What this means is that whenever you put an outfit together, take some basic simple pieces and add one or two high pieces such as standouts or premium looking things such as a watch or a nice purse. Now you never go overboard. You never do just all of one simple outfit or all of one really flashy outfit, because the simple one is going to make you all boring and the flashy one is going to make you like you're trying too hard. Fashion psychologists इसको actually effort paradox बोलते हैं, जिसका मतलब ये है कि अगर आप बहुत ही फैंसी सी आउटफिट पहन रहे हो, लोग आपको स्टाइलिश कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे. ये पैराडॉक्स है. They want to look at you and think कि आपने बहुत ही effortless होके आउटफिट तैयार करी है. Although you should have put some thought and intention to it, but it shouldn't look like you've put in the effort. Italians actually have a word for this, sprezzatura, which actually means studied carelessness. And just to give you an example how you can achieve this is, for example, you keeping your trousers simple black with simple flats. On the top, carry a very nice structured piece of bag or even some nice statement jewelry. Or you can also play around with texture or color on the top. और दूसरी चीज़, अगर आप कोई बहुत ही bold silhouette या animal print या style पहन रहे हो, then keep everything around it neutral. Keep your shoes, your accessories, probably even the bag that you're carrying pretty simple, so that the animal print and just that one piece can speak for itself and everything else just shuts up. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपको सबसे अच्छी चीज़ पहननी है, ज़रूरी ये है कि आप एक अच्छी चीज़ को बाकी चीज़ों के साथ कंबाइन करके कैसे अच्छे से पहन सकते हो. Okay, let's move on to point number 4. Find a woman who you love and copy her. Now you'll probably say, Ishita, that's literally against everything that you just told us. Do not copy someone else's style. But hear me out. As your big sis, I'm telling you this isn't cheating and this isn't copying, because why would you start from scratch when someone else has kind of done the homework, right? So if there's anyone that you like, for example, there used to be a Western creator when I was in my 20s, and I would love her outfits, right? And she would link everything, and that's what every creator or celebrity usually does. If you like someone's style, and they're probably linking the outfits, try those out, because then you have a reference point. Maybe you order 6 things from what she has recommended. Not everything is going to suit you, right? Not everything will look good on you, not every color will suit you, but it will help you get there faster. You will already know that, okay, this doesn't look good on me, or this isn't really my style. Starting from scratch gives you no reference point. You will basically learn faster to develop your personal style when you have a point of reference. See, the point here is not to start looking like someone else. This is actually called observational learning. And in case a creator is gatekeeping and not linking their outfits, you can actually just screenshot and Google Lens it, and you'll figure out where to get that from. See, style is a skill, and it takes time to develop a skill, to figure out what's looking good on you, what's not working for you. It took me years as well. If you see my style and my outfit like even 4 years back, I'm not happy with that, right? It took me time to build that skill. So taking someone as a reference point, even just maybe you want to scroll through my outfits and take references from there and then tweak them and change them to what suits you. Point here is that eventually you will develop your personal style. A little bit of hand holding from a reference point, it's totally okay. And finally, number 5, develop one signature. This is something no one talks about, and I wish someone told me when I was 22. Now, what I mean by signature is that it could be a color that you keep gravitating towards, it's a silhouette that you maybe keep going back to, maybe a signature bag or a pair of shoes that you keep wearing. And here's the psychology behind it. There's something called the mere exposure effect, which says that just being exposed to the same thing again and again creates trust. So when you have a consistent visual thread joining all your outfits, people who are looking at you every day, they will develop some sort of trust or like a positive inkling towards you. Like, even if I give my own example, you will always find me in gold jewelry, or at least gold hoops all the time. And it could be different outfits, different occasions. You will always find me in some sort of golden hoops. Even right now, I'm wearing one. And this is called a signature, which you need to develop for yourself. And how you can do this is probably look at the last 20 outfits that you wore or 20 photos and find that one visual thread that connects all these outfits and stick to that. So let me give you a quick recap of all you need to know. First up, start dressing for your proportions and not just your body type, and stop following trends blindly. Number two, stop shopping from brands that everyone is shopping from. Wait for sale seasons like the Myntra end of season sale where you can get offers from 60 to 90% off, and that's the best time to try out new brands that not everyone knows about. Also, let only one or two pieces in your entire outfit do the talking. Don't overdo it. Find a reference to figure out your personal style and use her without guilt. And finally, find that one thing that you always wear, make that your signature and wear it consistently. You see, style isn't about wearing the most expensive clothes or wearing the most stylish, trendy clothes. It's about how you wear them and how they look on you. And that nobody can copy.